Hello, welcome to SwitchedOn Gaming. Paul speaking, and today we're going to be playing some Bit Orchard Animal Valley on the Nintendo Switch. This is a recent game that's come out on the system, and it's kind of one of these farming simulator type games. Think Stardew Valley Light. Don't get any crazy ideas. So yeah, Stardew Valley style game, but done in the aesthetics of a Gameboy title, which is quite interesting. So it's kind of 1-bit graphics. Been playing this for, must admit, not a long time, but in that short period of time, I thought I'd give you my opinion, because I think a lot of people will look at this and be quite interested in it. But certainly for me at the minute, it's a bit of a repetitive slog. Now, I appreciate these are really early days, and I believe the game does open up a bit, but I thought I'd give you an early look at what's going on. So basically, you're running this orchard. This is literally the starting area. So I'm on day 11. No extra area has opened up yet, and you've got this tiny little, almost 2-screen area to walk around. So not a lot. And the only things you can do in the early days is whack these weeds with your scythe, which gives you fibre, and then you can come to this crafting desk and you can use the fibre to craft a scarecrow. And you start with a little bit of money, which you can use to buy seeds from your, I don't know what this is meant to be, a computer maybe, but you can buy seeds from here. But as you can see, top left hand corner, I've run out of money from ordering seeds. Can't order any more. The only way you can earn money is to sell apples. So you plant the seeds, you water the seeds, you go to bed and you wait for apples to grow. And you can see the left hand side, I've got a task list. And my next task, or one of the tasks, but the next one on the list, is to plant 20 trees. I've planted 18. And I've got no more money to buy any more seeds. So I literally have to wait for the trees to grow, and there's nothing else to do in the game apart from whack the weeds with your scythe and water the trees, I suppose. But as I say, this is now day 12. I've finally got 2 trees that appear to be fully grown, but I've got 3 now actually, but they're not giving off any apples yet. So watering my saplings. This over here is a scarecrow if you can't quite make it out because of the bit graphics. And that's it. So kind of by sort of 9-10 o'clock you're done for the day, and you spend the rest of the day waiting for weeds to whack. Now I'll carry on playing this for a little bit. Hopefully we'll get some apples. Looks like they're kind of ready, so I'm hoping the next day we're going to have at least some apples here, so we can sell the apples, buy some more seeds, plant some more trees, and tick that task off the list. And then we can start to work towards selling 20 apples and befriending the rabbit, which I'm not quite sure how we're going to do. He keeps hopping around. I don't know if we sneak up on him, because he just moves away from you all the time. So, not quite sure whether you need to maybe find a carrot or something, or offer him up an apple. I don't know if rabbits eat apples. I've never kept one. Perhaps with that insight, maybe I shouldn't. But we'll see. So this game's on sale at the moment. It's quite cheap. I think a selling price, the RRP is £6.99. It's currently on sale for £1.89, I think, in the UK. So check it out. It's also came out on the Xbox. So it's on the Xbox as well. We're playing the Switch version here. Kind of, you want to get a bed as soon as possible just to get onto the next day at the minute. So there is more to this game when you open up. You have got sort of other NPCs and obviously other tasks to do. I quite like the Game Boy graphics. I mean, you can. I think the biggest compliment I could play this game is you could definitely imagine something like this on the Game Boy. I know it wasn't the vogue at the time, but I'm surprised there wasn't really any actual farming games like this on the Game Boy. I don't think there was. Let me know in the comments if you think there was. I don't remember any. but I didn't have a Game Boy for a long amount of time. So we still haven't got any apples, and again, by 10 o'clock, we've kind of watered all the trees. Hard to tell. At least with these saplings, you can tell if the ground's watered, but I think they're all watered. Maybe there was one there that wasn't. But I mean, I would prefer if you could sell this fibre. I mean, I could get another scarecrow here just for a laugh. But yeah, if you could sell the fibre, that would be, you know, at least, you know, even for 1 coin, it would give you some purpose to be going around and whacking these weeds and give you a little bit of money, or do something with it. Because you just say, literally, you know, we're on day 13 now. Just nothing to do. Just water the plants, go to bed. Yeah, at least in Stardew Valley. I mean, I don't want to compare this with Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is an absolute monster of a game, and is obviously superb, and a lot of time and effort went into it. But you know, at least there's other stuff you can do. Lots of other stuff. And I appreciate these games have to kind of start slowly. Hallelujah, we got an apple. These games have to start slowly, but you know, you've just literally just doing the same thing over and over with no incentive to do anything else apart from water, whack, sleep for the first 15 days of the game. And okay, the days probably go quicker than Stardew Valley. Probably looking at a couple of minutes for each day if you certainly if you don't stay up till midnight. No, then why is it saying I've got 0 apples? Oh, they're seeds. So let's see if we can sell some apples. We can sell apples, and we've got big apples as well. Meh. 15 for a little one, 5 for a small one. Okay, so we've now got 20 coins. So we should be able to buy 2 more seeds from the computer. So the aesthetics are really nice. Like the graphics are really well done, I think. I'm thinking back to the Game Boy games, and the chip tunes. Okay, a bit repetitive, but again quite authentic. So we've got our 2 seeds. You can see that on the taskbar at the bottom now. And we can finally plant these final 2 trees. See where we can put them. See if there's any room for them. No room over there. Can we put them down here? I think we can if we get it in just the right spot. Oh, it's damn Joy-Con drift on this Pro controller. There we go. So there's the final 2 trees. So we crossed off that task, and then we've got to sell 20 apples. So whack the weeds. I don't think we watered. Did we water the trees? Like, it's hard to keep track. Say, I wish there was some sort of visual representation that you'd water trees, same as when you water saplings, like that. You water the saplings and seeds, you get a very clear indicator. Never mind. Soon be time for bed. This game's like a metaphor for being a middle-aged man. Just like you get up early, work all day, and then just looking forward to bedtime till you die. This is the cheery review of Bit Orchard Animal Valley that you were wanting. I'm sorry that it's all gone a bit morose. So water the trees, collect the apples. Now obviously we are an orchard, so apples is our business. But I do think there's other bits to open up. I think there's like usual fishing stuff and all that kind of thing. Selling them apples, whacking them weeds. So I don't know, I mean, this is obviously very much sort of hyper casual in terms of gameplay, very repetitive. It's probably the sort of thing you could play, you know, stick a podcast on, or, you know, watching something on Netflix in the background maybe. Doesn't really need a massive amount of attention. can I go to bed at 2? Again, sort of questions you ask yourself as a middle-aged man. Can I go to bed at 2 o'clock? Is that acceptable? Probably not. Oh yeah, it is construction as well, so you can upgrade your house. So I've already built the stone walkway, which is basically a few stones outside your front door, so not actually a walkway. And some other bits here you can buy when you got the money. So a lot of apples to sell. $4 o'clock, let's go and whack some more weeds. Okay. I think 5 o'clock's an acceptable time to go to bed. Do a couple more days, but I think you get the general gist of this now. But I just want to see if anything else comes up. Oh, here's a lot more apples. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I guess if you don't collect the apples, they'll grow bigger. But another issue with that is that you don't have a choice to manually collect them. If you walk over an apple, you collect it. So you don't have much choice about whether you leave it on the tree or not. Now I'm guessing we can try an experiment actually. We'll try an experiment the next day. We'll see if an apple changes size. We'll deliberately go out of our way not to collect it. We won't go near the tree. But if that is the case, that you can leave it on a tree and it grows, and that's a bit of a bad mechanic because you don't have a choice. I prefer it if it's a bit like Animal Crossing, where you go and have press your action button to collect stuff from trees. As I say, at the minute it's just automatic. You just walk over it and you're picking it up. So we've got, I think that's all our 20 apples sold. That was 20 apples. We must have sold 20 apples. We sold 15 big ones and 5 small ones. Does it want us to sell 20 in one go? Who knows? Yeah, so next day it looks like we're going to get a shed load of apples again. So let's just head to bed. We need to figure out how to befriend this rabbit as well. Come here, Rabby. Right, let's survey the situation. See how many apples we've got, because we want to leave. I'll leave one if we can. Let's get these trees watered. I mean, the music is quite catchy, albeit repetitive. Oh, no small apples that were easy to leave. That's a shame. Right. What is up with this rabbit? Come here, rabbit. Rabbit. Let's try sneaking up on it. Rabbit. So we literally got to trap it against the fence and he's disappeared. So, yeah, that's a bit annoying. I mean, there's no sort of guidelines here. It doesn't tell you how to do anything. Just those list of tasks down the side. See if we can buy a sprinkler part. No, can't afford that yet. We've got this inventory screen as well, actually, on the Y button. So it shows you what you've got. Go away, crow. Hurry. $4 is acceptable bedtime. Day 18. I'm trying to see. I mean, the big apples are fine. What the heck happened that day then when we had just like loads of apples on the trees? We're not growing any. Just one today. So I'm sure we must have sold 20 apples. I'm wondering whether it wants us to sell 20 in one go. If so, then we need to see. I mean, I could buy a load of. You know, we've got the money. Let's buy a load of seeds and plant a load of trees, and then we'll have to wait another 20 days for them to grow. I'm kind of running out of room, really. We need to spread out a bit. Starting to look a bit cluttered. So anyway, we've got 20 or another 19 seeds. Let's plant these along here. We'll give them a bit of a water in a minute. Let's pick this scarecrow up as well. Stick it over here. Probably add another layer of trees. Here, but I guess, you know, the more trees we got, the more money we're going to make. But we're going to end up with no room to breathe, which doesn't feel great. One more. Let's stick that over here. Oh, we're actually up beyond dark. So the screen going dark there signifies that it's now night time. It's gone past 9 o'clock. If you just let the time run to 12 o'clock, it will just reset the day. Doesn't seem to be any penalty for letting that happen. Like again in Stardew Valley, if you fall asleep when you're without going to bed, then you lose some energy. But it doesn't seem to be the case here. No sort of energy system. Right, we'll do 1 or 2 more days, unless something significant happens. And then we'll wrap this one up, because I think you got the general idea. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Right, there's a small apple. Let's try and leave those small apples down the bottom there, and we'll come back the next day. Oh, look at all these big ones. But we'll leave some of the smaller ones down the bottom. And come back to those. There's no sort of, apart from the day counter, there's no sort of season system. It doesn't appear either. I don't want to... Oof, right. We're going to leave that apple in the corner. And we're going to come back and check that the next day to see if anything's changed. See if it has grown. See what happens. We've got 16 apples. I'm going to wait till we've got 20. And see if selling 20 in one go is what it wants us to do. I don't know what to do about the rabbit. If you know what to do about the rabbit, let me know. Because at the minute he just runs away from me. I don't know what to give him. Maybe if I turn my back on him, maybe he'll come up to me. Probably if I stop swinging my scythe when he's around, that might help. Come on, rabbit. I don't know. I don't know what the rabbits want. This is confusing. Right. Let's go and see if that apple's grown overnight. That was a small apple. So it's still a small apple. So that's fine. I'm going to leave it another day. Just to really make sure that they're not going to grow. And it's just literally... the apples can grow in different sizes. I mean, ideally I'd like to water that tree, see if that helps. But if you go near it, then it's going to grab the apple automatically. Which is what we don't want. But I don't know whether to recommend this one. I mean, for the price, obviously, especially as it's on discount at the minute, it's literally costing nothing at the minute. Might be up your street if you're into farming games. As I say, it's quite, you know, a straightforward game to play. Might be a good one for young kids maybe, or as I say, you can stick it on while you're doing something more interesting and just have it running in the background. I'm sure, you know, from what I've read and what I've seen, it does open up into new things, so I may come back and revisit this one once I've unlocked some more stuff. But I just want to give you an early heads up that, you know, I've been playing this at probably an hour or so now. Day 20. Not much happening. Very repetitive, very basic. If you're into sort of a GameCube style looking game, GameCube? Wow. Game Boy looking games and retro gameplay, perhaps there's something. I mean, you know, I've read some fairly positive reviews and feedback on it. So, you know, as always, don't take one person's word, get a balanced view. Got a yellow apple there, I don't know what that's about. Right, this apple isn't going to grow, is it? So we're going to grab that. These seeds are beginning to grow into saplings. Then I've got that golden apple. Ooh, 100 coins for a golden apple. We've got 19 apples overall. I mean, it doesn't say sell 20 big apples. Bit confusing that. Let me know below if you can be picking this one up from what you've seen and heard so far. I mean, I'm a big fan of farming games. Absolutely love Stardew Valley. And then like the Story of Seasons games. Rune Factory. Love it. You know, I mean, even this basic gameplay, you know, it really is farming games broken down to sort of a incredibly basic level. Like, you're watering the plants here, there's no sort of water system or energy system. Right, we've got 21 big apples now. Let's see what happens. Come on, 21 big apples. Ah, nothing. How weird. So I guess then it's selling just 20 normal apples in one go. Let's buy a sprinkler part. Let's buy 2 sprinkler parts. And let's go and see if we can build a sprinkler. That would help. Well, so that would help with the watering, but I mean that would mean there's even less to do in the game. Sprinkler 1 part. Is that a sprinkler? I guess that's a sprinkler. Oh, I see. Doesn't cover a huge area, does it? But can I get another one? I can. Let's put this somewhere a bit more visible so we can see it in action. So stick it there, see what happens there. Exciting. So yeah, I guess when we're selling apples, we need to sell just these ones, because it doesn't say sell big apples or sell gold apples. It does just say sell 20 apples. So I guess we need to build up, even though we sold about 100 apples now, we need to sell 20 normal sized apples in one go. Ah, sprinkler. So the sprinkler's done its job. That's cool. Would have watered these ones up here too. So just to prove it, we don't need to water any of those. But again, really does need to give you some indication of what trees need watering. I don't even know if they need watering every day. Once they're grown, I guess that's another experiment you can try. See what happens when you don't water a tree. But yeah, we're gonna. I'll carry on with this. Drop me a question if you need anything answering. I'll probably play for a little bit more, see if anything exciting happens. But for me, again, I don't know. For the price, probably worth it if you've got gold coins or whatever, just to have a dig around. I wouldn't go out of your way particularly to pick this one up. From what I've played so far, I don't think there's masses of interest here at the minute, unless it drastically changes in the future. I normally get a decent impression from playing games. This doesn't set the best first impressions for me, but there you go. That is Bit Orchard, Animal Valley. Let me know what you think below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it, and I will catch you all next time. Cheers. Bye bye.